Phuket Variety on Radio Thailand Phuket 96.75 MHz. Golden Oldies, news about Phuket and national and international interesting items. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Radio Thailand Phuket on 96.75 MHz. I'm Herman, your host for today, as well as every Saturday and Sunday evening from 5 till 6 p.m. We listen to Boy Joyce with Karma Chameleon, a song of 1983. Who is Boy George? George Allen O'Dowd, born in 1961, is professionally known as Boy Joyce. It's an English singer, songwriter, actor, DJ, and lead singer of the English pop band Culture Club. He began his solo career in 1987. He grew up in Heltham and was part of the new romantic movement which emerged in the late 70s to early 80s. His look, style of fashion was greatly inspired by glam rock pioneers David Bowie and Marc Bolan. He formed a Culture Club with Roy Hay, Mikey Craig and John Moss in 1981. The band's second album, Colours by Numbers 1983, sold more than 10 million copies worldwide. Their hit singles include Do You Really Want to Hurt Me?, Time in Clock of the Heart, I'll Tumble for You, Church of the Poisoned Mind, Karma Chameleon, which you just heard, Victims, Miss Me Blind, It's a Miracle, The War Song, Move Away, and I Just Want to Be Loved. Boy Joyce was also the lead singer of Jesus Loves You between 1989 and 92. He has performed with Culture Club in reunion shows since 1998 and began his solo career as a DJ in the late 90s. Outside of music, Boy Joyce has been involved in many activities, among them songwriting, DJing, writing books, designing clothes, and photography. He has also made several appearances in television, the most recent appearing as a contestant on the 22nd United Kings series of I Am a Celebrity, Give Me Out of Here in November 22. Finally, eventually finishing in the 8th place. As a solo artist, Boy Joy has released 9 studio albums, 5 compilation albums, and 48 singles. He has also released 7 DJ albums, 3 EPs, and a soundtrack album. His solo hits include Everything, Own, Bow Down Mister, Generations of Love, and Love is Leaving. The Crying Game, from the soundtrack of the film with the same name. He was featured as a vocalist on the 1984 charity song Do They Know It's Christmas, and was the last artist featured on the song to record his lines. Boy Joyce's music features several genres including pop, new wave, soul, soft rock, and disco and reggae. He has received several awards as a solo artist and as a member of Culture Club. In 2002, he was voted 64th in the BBC poll of the 100 Greatest Britons. 2015, Boy Joyce received the Ivor Novello Award from the British Academy from songwriters, composers and authors for outstanding service to the British music. And we stay in the same period with an United Kingdom rock group founded in London 1977. Sting is the primary songwriter, and they were popular in the late 70s, early 80s. British new wave, rock and roll, influenced by punk, reggae and jazz. The Police, Every Breath You Take, 1983, followed by the well-known Swedish supergroup from Stockholm, 1972, one of the most popular music groups of all time, Eurovision winner with Waterloo. So you know already that we're talking about ABBA with Thank You for the Music, 1978. Of course, we have a spotlight today, and the spotlight today is on the Phuketian durian. I knew that possibly we all have some aunt or uncle who grows in his garden a durian, but I didn't know it was for commercial purposes. And yet, Phuketian durian is one of the agriculture products of the province. Phuket is trying to push it to marketing so that it can be accepted by durian lovers from all over the world. In 2022, Phuket province organized a project to grow Phuket durian in the island. The target is to plant 100,000 trees covering the three districts, Muang, Katu and Talang, to promote the identity and to commercialize it of the Phuketian durian. Create a balance of the economy, create food security, create income and sustainability income. The uniqueness of the Phuketian durians is a sweet, fragrant and delicious taste, not inferior to native durians from other areas. The previous governor, Mr. Narong Wunsiu, at a time had a vision to develop the area and also the economic after experiencing COVID-19 situation. So trying to create the philosophy of the sufficiency economy. Phuket durian is considered a good product which has an important plant of Phuket and is available in the three districts. The taste of Phuketian durian has its own unique. They started to plant 100,000 trees in the island in order to create food security, create income and lead to self-reliance, with a goal to improve the quality of life of locals and of the market. This in order to grow their fame or the durian lovers. The Phuket Provincial Agriculture Office continues with the durian project on the island, and it has increasing green space and environment and ecological balance. As you know, the trees are low carbon plants, so good for the environment. Let's have some music. The next performer comes from the United States, was born in 1958 to 2009, a singer, songwriter, a dancer, a philanthropist. All of those titles with A+, King of Pop. Michael Jackson with You Rock My World, followed by another American performer, singer, songwriter, musician, actor, very active man with a wide vocal range, falsetto. Prince with Cream, this time not on a product inside, not on Phuket, but shining a light on Pitsanulok, Thailand's hidden vintage gem, according to the nation. Hidden in the shadow of the World Heritage Site next door, Pitsanulok is a 5-hour drive north from Bangkok, a short plane trip or a wonderful scenic train ride through the sleepy stations and countryside. It's a beautiful historic city, trends to be ignored by travelers, adding to the UNESCO village of Sukhothai, Siam's first capital, and a major magnet both for Thai and foreign tourists. Those who stop here are rewarded with sights and sounds of one of Thailand's oldest cities, complete with palaces and ancient religious sites, which can be easily explored in one day. This gem of a destination gleams with scenes of Thai life and traditions that are seldom found during beach on an island or stays. Travelers, varied by the Nairon glaive of Bangkok, will find 2 or 3 days in Petsanurk shines a mellow of light on the Thailand of yesterday. Visitors here can look forward to a warm welcome from the friendly locals, coupled with heritage treasures to explore on every corner. Among the islands are folk museums offering rich insights and outstanding temples such as Wat Aranik and Pra Buddha Shinarabat. If you're lucky enough to visit during one of the frequent temple festivals, try the fabulous fest of street food. Gastronauts in search of authentic local flavors can be pop at a fried insect or a crunchy grub into their mouth. Don't worry if the alien sensations start to overwhelm. Monks are on hand to offer spiritual balm in the form of blessings at the town's many temples. Local sprite in Pichanolak tradition sparkles brightest during the holidays, when girls and women of all ages step onto the outdoor stages to dance and to perform. Looking for something a little bit different, try the quirky Sergeant Major Tawi Museum, a treasure trove of tools, textiles, weapons, kitchenwares and more that tells the story of local life there through the centuries and the ages. When you are done, the alfresco coffee shop is a peaceful haven to ruminate on this history of Pitsanulak in 100 or 1000 objects. The night bazaar by the Nan River is the city nightlight hub, brimming with great food, entertainment, and cheap clothes and goods on the ticket of stalls. Just 70 kilometers away, Sukhothai historical parks make a fascinating trade trip here by car or taxi. As you know, entry for non-Thais is only 100 baht and 400 for non-Thais. Sukhothai 800 years old temples and palaces are more much accessible than Angkor Wat in Cambodia, which with it shares ancient Khmer roots. After purchasing their ticket on site, visitors can hire a bike, self-drive jeep or up on a bus to tour the extensive ruins and enjoy the space and freedom to really explore. It's advised to take a bike, not a motorbike, but a bike, to travel around. Siam's original capital is also a popular destination for schools outing and a fun trip for all ages. Food stall and outlets next to the mudbounds offer cheap, freshly cooked and tasty meals such as pat siao, my absolute favorite noodles, and other Thai dishes. The coffee, as in most places in Thailand, is a good quality, and strolling in the marking stalls at the ancient site with an iced latte is a memorable delight. Back in Pitsanulak, accommodations showings run from simple guest houses to luxury hotels, with every budget is catered for. The choice of the author was the Sinabura Historic Boutique Hotel, which rich traditions and character supposed anywhere. I stayed during my 3 decades of visiting Thailand. The property is a combination of a luxury mansion and a historical monument, decorated and furnished with antiques. Unique and exquisite, it's a world away from the impersonal coldness of corporate sitting hotels. The dinner at the hotel was a feast of local specialties, cooked and proudly presented by friendly staff who explained each dish as it was served. It was fun to assemble a Ming Khao, leaf-wrapped batch of ginger, chilies, dried shrimp, and lime that burst on your tongue, especially as I had bought the ingredients myself as a kid in the market, and the hotel chief kindly prepared them for me. Pitchanulok is just 1 hour flying from Bangkok, also very accessibly by train and bus. A delightful return trip to the Thai capital. Need to head to the train station and pick up tickets for less than 100 baht. Then call up for a bench a seat and wait for a hot, freshly prepared breakfast with coffee of the vendors who come on board. Watching the down breakfast over the Butte countryside and paddy fields from the train windows is a memory to treasure. What are you waiting for? And at 4, pitch on a log, something different as where we stay. And we need some music again, and the music, we go to the United Kingdom this time with George Michael from the song Club Tropicana, a singer-songwriter and a best-selling artist, creative songwriter, vocal performance, visual permutation, you have it all. And a few minutes ago we heard the king of pop, of course the queen cannot be missing. Madonna, a singer-songwriter, actress, queen of top and still alive and kicking, brings us Don't Cry For Me, Argentina. Time to say goodbye. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed the music and see you again next Saturday and Sunday from 5 till 6 p.m. We will close now with a very famous guy, Leonard Cohen, a Canadian singer-songwriter, a poetist, and a novelist. In 1934 born, passed away 2016. He brings us a song of 2001, 1,000 Kisses Deep. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and have a nice evening.